Ganapataye Namaha. Om Namah Pranavartaya Suddha Murtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Nidhaye Sarva Vidhyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tadho Jayamudhirayet. Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Krishnam Narayanam Vande Krishnam Vande Vrajapriyam Krishnam Dvaipayanam Vande Krishnam Vande Pradasudam. Janmatyasya edonmayati itarascha arteshva abhigyasvarat Tene brahmagritaya adikavaye muhyandi yasurayah. Tejo vari rutam yata vinimayo yatra trisargo mrusha. Dhamne svena sadha nirasta gugagam satyam param dhimahi. Nama sankirtanam yasya sarva papa pranashanam pranamo dukkha samanah tam namami harim param. Satchidananda Rupaya Vishwodbhatyadi Hedave Tabatraya Vinashaya Shri Krishnaya Vayam Numaha. Yam Pravrajantam Manupetam Apeda Krityam Dvaipayano Virakakatara Ajuhava Putredi Tanmaya Dayadaravo Bineduhu Tam Sarva Bhuta Kritayam Munimanatosmi. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaskaram. So we have been in the Naimisharanyam with the Shaunakadi Maharishis who are praying to Sudha. So they are asking, what is that will give us in the Gora Kali? So Bhakti Jnana Virakatapa Vivekavarte Katam Maya Moha Nirascha Vaishnave Kriyate Katam. What is that great Vishnu Bhaktas are taking as a path to achieve Bhakti Jnana Vairagya? Ikakore Kalau Prayo Jivas. It's very important. He said in the Gora Kali, the Jivas are mixed with the Ashura Gunas. What it means is that it is very uncertain in this world. You do not know whether a person is a good person or a bad person. Because, see, the Ashura Guna is, if you want to put it simply, what is Ashura Guna is the Guna that is focused only on the selfish gains. And because you are very selfish, one is very selfish, you protect that interest, you create issues with others. So in this world, everything is uncertain. Uncertainty is, there is nothing else to substantiate this than the COVID that we passed through. Imagine this, the last 2.5 years that we had go through this COVID pandemic. Everything becomes, unthinkable. Nobody expected that. So there is no need to prove that life is uncertain. We all know that. But in the uncertainty, what we try to do in life, We try to convert the uncertainty into a certainty. That's the reason why we educate ourselves, we equip ourselves, because we want capabilities. Because there may be uncertainty. We need to protect that. So we imagine that by acquiring capabilities and knowledge and the worldly pursuits, we can convert uncertainty into certainty. But that is not the case. So because there is uncertainty, in spite of our trials and errors, we have fears. Of course, in Parikshit's case, the death was certain, of course. But he's at least lucky. Why he's lucky? Because he has been told that in 7 days you will die. So he's got a very clear view that he's got a life to live for 7 days, and he could focus his mind. A certainty was given to him, but for us, we do not even know. So uncertainty is so much. So if uncertainty is so much, then what is that gives us certainty? The certainty comes from praying to the God. In Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 9, Bhagavan says, Kim punar brahmana punyaha bhakta rajarshis yastada. That's the first line. But the important second line, Anityam ashukam lokam imam prapya prajasvamam. Anityam. See, you can see all these scholarly people, rishis, everybody is there. So what? What is important to understand? Anityam ashukam lokam. This world is anityam, not permanent. Changing. Change means uncertainty. Therefore, it's asukam. It is not going to give you the eternal happiness. So if given anityam asukam lokam, having understood that, Bhagavan says, Imam prapya. Imam prapya. Imam means, that means you're having come to this world of this lokam. Which is lokam is anityam asukam, having come to that lokam, which means he's telling us, you have come as an embodiment in this world, as a human being. What do? Bhajasvamam. It's very important slogan. Bhajasvamam. That means, you see, when Brahma is the first creation, right? Brahmadev is the first creation. When Brahmadev was created, see, Brahma has got another name called Kasya. Because when he was born, he came from this Bhagavan's Nabi. When he came out, his question was, why am I here? What am I supposed to do? Kaha. So Bhagavan says, no problem, bhajasvamam. He tells him, do penance, do tapas, think about me. No, it looks strange, isn't it? Why God creates somebody? Does he want to talk to him or something? No. God creates because the creation has to meditate upon the creator. So there is no way we can say, what is the purpose of life? The purpose of life is decided and given by the one who created the life for us. The Paramatma has said to the first creation, Brahma, having created you, what do? Bhajasvama. Don't forget that. You pray on me, you pray to me, meditate upon me. So therefore, the only purpose in life, therefore, is to meditate upon you. Why do we say this? Because he's going to say somewhere in Bhagavad Gita, if you surrender to me, I'll give you everything. See, yeah, okay, I understand, but it's very difficult. My life is really, I'm a very busy person. I'm working, I have to make both ends meet. But you see, again, go back to COVID, You have to get up in the morning at 7 o'clock, drive 60 miles to my office and go there. Therefore, I have excuse to say I can't do Sandhya Vandanam's prayers. But I don't do commuting in the COVID time. Commuting worry is gone. So imagine, so if I don't have to commute, then I have freedom. So therefore, if the commuting is taken away from you, you get freedom. Say, imagine planning is taken away from you. You don't need to plan. God will guide for you. Future we know are uncertain. Why worry about something uncertain? So if I don't worry about the future, that's gone. You see, the moment you say, I am going to be depending on the God, everything will happen in your life well without you having to worry. That is certainty. So certainty is, of course, you can say, look, we always say, everything you're saying is right, but don't I have to work? But I have to. That phrase, even though it is necessary, the phrase is come out of our mind with a bit of non-commitment to go. Because the pratyaksham is you do things, action, you get some results. So how can I just be meditating upon God? Things will happen. So, but here this is what it is. So, see, if I want to do for the bhajasva, the bhajas means pray, tapas, contemplate. Contemplate on who? On me, he says. Contemplate on me, Bhagavan says. But who is this Bhagavan? Is it Krishna? Is it Rama? Is it Shiva? It's Jesus? You can choose anything you want. But what is Krishna? Krishna is Brahman, Atma. So it is see, we saw that, in one of these things we said, but Sudar says, Krishna Santosha Heduhu. So what will make Krishna happy? Why should I make Krishna happy? Krishna is what is indwelling in your heart. Why should I make my stomach full? Well, if you're hungry, you must eat. Stomach is getting pulled up, but you're not putting straight to the stomach. You're putting to the mouth, but it goes to the stomach. It fills your stomach. Same way, when you pray to Krishna, as a manifestation, as a Chavadaram or as a Nirguna Brahma, depending on your capacity, you pray. But what's happening is, because he is indwelling in every being is happy. So you become happy. You become self-sufficient. So therefore, Krishna Bhaje means it is Atma Nivedanam, Atma Jnanam, Atma Nishta. You see, a lot of insight in those things. So therefore, when he asked that question, that gave me that. So Sudar, of course, Sudar said, okay, Prida Shavanaka, Chittedo, Yado Vashmi, Vicharya. Whatever in your mind you are worried about it. What is that he was worried about? Samsara Bhayanashanam. So Samsara Bhayam I need to kill. Therefore, I'm going to give you Sarva Siddhanta Sar. So we saw in the last class. Then he said, we also saw the 10th one. Bhakti Yoga Vartanam Yacha Krishna Sandosha Hetukam Tat Aham Te Abhidasyami Sabadana Dayasham. This is very important. So he says, Bhakti Yoga Vardhanam. Vardhana means flowing. So your bhakti, your yoga, I will make it flow, nourish. Because that's what we're worried about. The reason why we come to Bhagavatam is that, well, I understand, I want to attain this, but I'm not able to do it. Therefore, what is that going to kindle in my heart? My potential bhakti and yoga to grow. He says, that will give you Krishna Santosha Hetu. Just now we talked about it. That means Krishna will be happy. That means you will be happy. So it is self-fulfillment. So please remember this. It is just because it's Krishna, it is Vaishnavic text, or it is not my Ishta Devata. It is about your Atma. It is about contemplating on the Atma Jnanam. But it is sounding very difficult to understand Atma Jnanam. Therefore, Bhagavatam is going to come and tell you, do this Katha Shravanam, Nama Sankirtanam. So he says, Tat Ahamte Abhidasyami. Pretty important what he said, Sabadhana Dayashno. I think this is where we finished last class. So please, therefore, he's telling Shaunaka and the Rishis, what I'm going to tell you, my dear, please listen attentively, carefully. See, the listening is a very important virtue. See, pratyaksham, you see, aksham means eyes. So pratyaksham means always imagine what the eyes see. Pratyaksha pramanam, the aksham there is not just eye and etc. Ears, all the five senses are pratyaksha pramanam. So if you see something with your eyes, you start to believe that. But just for you to contemplate on your free time, is the eye the better pramanam than the ears? Think about it. So eyes, you see whatever you see. So therefore it looks to you solid. You see a form, a person. So it is giving you a three-dimensional being and a colorful beings. It cannot be explained by somebody's telling on ears. That's it. But eye then forms their own opinion, the mind forms their own opinion. Nothing else is given to you, just a figure. You see somebody and then you form an opinion. Oh, he looks like, Barack Obama, whatever. You think about somebody else and then you form an opinion, perception comes in. Therefore, the eyes input to you stopped giving you a visual context to it. Now imagine somebody is telling you about who is coming. But you're not seeing that person, but you're hearing that. Now, with these two, both knowledge are incomplete, I understand. But which gives you a lot more towards the object? That's the hearing. But if it is Aptavakya, if it is hearing from the great scholars or who has seen, see, if some of those Mahakavyas, when this is the description, the pictures cannot even match that, right? You read a book and then he describes this, you saw a movie. Oh, I read a book. Movie has no replacement. Because, why? Because the book is reading, is hearing, and it is giving you, so much freedom. So that's what he's saying. Vayashrunu, please listen to it very carefully. So in every slokam, you can add this to yourself. Sabadhana, vayashrunu. Listen to that. Okay. Now he says, see, first in the last sloka, he said, I'm going to tell you that. Now, in your question, you say, right? What are you going to tell me? You see, if the question comes to your mind and the next verse is answering that, then there is a relation between these two slokas, right? This is called Avantara Shankari. Because, if he says, look, I am going to tell you, then if you start like this, then we don't need to worry about this. Otherwise, the Vyakyada has to tell you how these two, see, when you learn a Sanskrit text or any text, any poetry text, the poetries are jumping, then you should find a relationship between those sequence of the poetry. Why? When you take a Vakyam is words put in, but there is a grammar for it. The words have to come in certain order, certain quality to make a meaningful thing. Same way when the poetry comes in. So he said, I will tell you, but next he jumps into the artham of it. What he says, Kalabhyala Muhagrasa Trasa Nirnasha Hedave Shrimad Bhagavatam Shastram Kalau Kirena Bhashitam. Again, it's a beautiful thing. It's not all the Anuprasam, Alankaram, and all this. This kind of simple verses are very good to learn Sanskrit and to understand how to use it. It's all one big thing, the hetu. Because he said, Samsara Bhayanashanam, he said, that which removes the Samsara Bhayam. What is that? That hetu. What kind of hetu? He says, Kala Vyala Mukha Grasa. So Kala is Kalam, the time. Now he is comparing that to Vyalam. Vyalam means a snake. So Kala Vyala means the snake, the time which is a snake. Mukha means a mouth. In Sanskrit, Mukha means face, the mouth, gently mouth. So how do I get this grasa? Grasa means entrapment here. So how is my life, which is being entrapped in the frightening mouth of the time, the snake? That gives me trasam. Trasam means fear, trembling, shiver, inexplicable fear, dread, nirasa. See, samsara bayam now is expanding. Samsara means, it's not that samsara bayam, you don't have a bayam because you have a lottery ticket winning, you're watching a fantastic movie, you are flying a first class in a flight. That's a samsara, but you are not being afraid of it. You enjoy it. But what do you say samsara bayam in the previous shloka? He's explained that is because all that you have is uncertain. Uncertainty comes in because there is this snake, the open mouth, in fact, holding your life, and that you know it. And because you know it, you are afraid. He says, what is that hetu? Hetu, he says, Shrimad Bhagavatam Sastram Kalau Kirena Bhashita. So Kalau is very sweet. That is that the medicine is going to give you is called Shrimad Bhagavatam. Okay. We know that right now we know Shrimad Bhagavatam is a book. That's what we think, right? It's a book. But he says, okay, if you even see it as a book, the content is Shastram. Shastram is normally, when you say Shastram, it is Vedas. And in this context, it's a Vedantam, Shastra Rasam. So Shrimad Bhagavatam, okay, you got to give me a book that is a Shastram, but it is the essence of Vedas. Kalau means it's very sweet. Because you don't want to add a bitter medicine. Now, even the medicine, you want to put some honey into this. Why it is sweet? Kirena Bhashina. No. Here kira is parrot. Literally. It also means sugar. So sugar Brahma Rishi has given this. When I remember in a young days, we used to go and go of fruits from the trees, and if the parrot has bitten and it is fallen, even though it looks a little bit ugly with the parrot's bite on it, that's supposed to be more sweeter because parrots know which is the best fruit to eat. So here, same way, the same metaphor you can take. Sugar Brahman is like the parrot. He has taken that and tasted it. See, in Tamil, there is the Tevasakam, Thiruvasakam is there. And Thiruvasakam is called Thiruvasakam Enum Tain. Honey called Thiruvasakam. Why something is called honey? Why can't they say a sugar cane? Why can't they say sugar, jaggery, chocolate? Honey, why honey is so special in sweetness, in representation of great work? Because how does the honey come from? Honey comes from the flowers. But who brings the honey? The bees. How does the bee bring the honey? They go to each flower, see which flowers has got honey. So it filters out the flowers, pick up the best honey. Sometimes even mixes many flowers, orchids and rose and jasmine, picks up any honey. How do they pick up? They eat. Then come back to their colony, beehive, and then get it out. So a great poet, a great sage, great Bhashyakara, what they do, he or she goes and picks up the Veda Saram, Shastra Saram from many things, many anubhavas, and get anubhuti. He experiences, she experiences. Then the anubhuti comes out as a beehive. So that's why, so it is more, you don't go and eat the flower. Flower contains honey. Like that, you don't go Vedas, you do Veda Jnanam, but Vedas is very difficult to consume, like consuming a flower. But when somebody can take the rasam of it, in fact, there is I think it comes in the Bhagavatam, chapter 1. Nigama kalpadaror galitam palam sukamukat Amrutadrava Samyukta. So Nigama means Vedas. In Vedas, Galitam Phalam. Galitam means very mature, ripened fruit. Sukhamukam. Yeah, Sukham from the Suga Brahma. How does it come? Amrutadravam Samyutam. So it is coming like an Amrutam. So it is the essence of Vedanta. So Bibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Aho Rasika. He is calling Aho Rasika Pui Bhavuka. Pui means in earth. Bhavuka, all those learned people, oh Rasikas. Muhur Bipatam. Always drink. Drink what? Amrita Rasam. So that's what he's saying. So, see, we are talking about Mahatmyam, therefore these things have to be understood. So, now we move from the imagination of Sri Bhagavatam being a book to be a book of Sastric content, from the mere content to the Kalau Rasam. Kalau Rasam is Kirena Bhashitam. It has been experienced, therefore it is Anubhuti. It is about someone who has experienced it, lived this. Shuga Brahman. If Shuga Brahman is telling, the word Brahma means he is nothing but the Brahman. Advaita Anubhuti. So when he is on Anubhuti, when he is giving, that itself is a Veda. So Bhagavatam is, therefore, is the Brahman itself. Therefore, Bhagavatam is not a book anymore. Bhagavatam is Bhagavan. That Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, verse goes like this, but it basically brings the three words. Bhagavatam, Bhaktaha, Bhagavataha, Bhaktaha, Bhagavan. In fact, Bhagavatam includes Bhaktas and Bhagavatas. Don't think Bhagavatas are only those who can sing bhajans in the stage and we go and listen to them. When you listen to them, even the Bhakta becomes a Bhagavata. Because you are in the Bhagavan's path. So if Bhagavatam is devotion, the Bhakta is a devotee, and Bhagavan is the divine. You see, easy to remember. We are going to absorb and learn that these three are one and the same. Bhagavatam is Bhagavan. Therefore, it is not a book that you are going to get. You are going to get the bhakti first as a devotion. But it is not, we are going to get the bhakti as a devotional essence of it, but we are going to turn into a Bhagavatas. It is not that we are going to become a Bhagavatas, but we are going to be the Bhagavan. So that is how you must understand. So it is going step by step by step. Now, therefore, literally, you can take the book, Bhagavata book, buy the book, and then put in the puja room and do the arti. You can do that. Or you can take it and read it. You can do that. But why bother? There are those honey bees collected the honey and they are just pouring as a rain. I go and listen to them. That's why we go and listen to the great scholars who give the Bhagavata Vyakhyan. So here we are learning the Mahatmyam, so that we are propelled to go towards that. So he is building all those things. Very good. Then he says, this one is so good, but you only attain this if you are good in your previous janmas. You have done good karyam, good punya. Etas mada param kinjit manak suddhai na vityade janmatre bhavet punyam tadha bhagavatam labhet. Etasmat aparam. Etasmat. Other than this, aparam means another. Other than this, there's another kinchit. Kinchit means even a little bit. Good for what? Manas suddhaihi. See, again we should remember Tattva Bodha. We were talking about becoming one with Bhagavan. Now he says, Manas suddhaihi. This is how Vedanta always gives you. He gives you the ultimate goal. Then you say, I'm going to get the goal. Then he'll tell you, okay, get the small step. Because the goal is somewhere like a sun. It's like a mother feeding the child. I want to get the moon, open the mouth, feed. So here he's giving manashuddhi. So your mind has to be cleansed. So, and he says, don't worry about how to do it, because there is nothing other than that. Kinjit, even not even a little bit anything can help. Na vidyate. Nobody knows. I don't even know anything that is better than what? Bhagavatam. But this Bhagavatam, if you are hearing this word Bhagavatam, if you are reading the Bhagavatam, if you're going to Satsangam where this Bhagavatam is pronounced, taught, read, please be blessed, because Janmatre Bhavet Punyam Tata Bhagavatam Labhed. The Bhagavatam is Labhed, gained. Why? Because you have done Punyams in the previous Janma. Otherwise, you would not get it. So this, again, you have to do with the listen to this. Dayashrunam. Therefore, it is motivating, isn't it? So that means I'm already not a sinner. I'm already a blessed soul. You have to really believe in this, because if you always think, because I'm suffering, I am a pavi. In some school of thought, they will tell you are a sinner. I mean, it's fine. You can also say that to make you motivated to go to God, but you go with fear. But you don't need to go with fear. You go with happiness. I'm not a sinner. I have done some punya. But how do I make Vartamanam? How do I make it bigger? So that's what the meaning here. Okay. Then he says, Sudha Vacha, Parikshite Kadam Vaktum Sabhayam Samastideshake Sudha Kumbha Grihitvai Devas Tatra Samagamana. Okay. What's happened? Now, it's not a conversation, but it is a narration, description. Vyasa says in the Pama Sutta, a Sutra telling the Sonadikas. What's happening now? Sutra is sitting, all the rishis are listening to him. While he's doing this, he's narrating Sukha's case. He's telling the story. Parikshite, that means to Parikshit. Katam Vaktum. Katam Vaktum. That means to tell the story. What story? Here, please remember, I use the word Katha is translated in English, but I told you before, Katha means Anubhuti. Yeah, of course, somehow, I don't know how the etymology to find out. Katha becomes a story and a fib and fiction. Therefore, Purana is fiction. You come to that kind of a conclusion very hastily. Katha is expressing your innermost thought without your intellectual scrutiny. Just comes out of it. Like a child's blabber or a great intellectual's outpouring. You never say a child is fibbing. It's expressing itself. So Bhagavatam is a katha because it is anubhuti. So Parikshite katham bhaktum, to tell the story to Parikshit. Sabhayam samstite sukhe. So in this hall, in the August hall, in the riverbed, samstite sukhe, when the shukar is comfortably sitting. Samstite, he's seated. So he's imagine now. So the Pauranika telling the Shavanaka, and we are listening this, he's narrating what happened before to the Parikshit king when Sukar is sitting in the Sabha and telling the story, about to tell the story. Sudha Kumbha. Here this Sudha means Amritam. Sudha means Amritam, nectar. Kumbha means a pot. Sudha Kumbha Grihit Vaiva. So Grihit means just holding it, taking it in the hand. Devas Tatra Samagam. So it's quite simple slogan. So Devas are Tatra. Tatra means that place. They are coming. All the Devas are coming, carrying the pot of Amritam. Okay. Then What is that? So they are bringing Amritam. So they are what they do. Sukam natvatana sarve swakarya kushalaha suraha kata sutam prayachasva grihit vaiva sudhamimam. Okay. Sukam natva. You split like this. I mean, normally you do the here's a kriya padam is natva, having worshipped. Worshipped who? Sukha. So Sukha Brahmam, having worshipped Sukha Brahmam. Survey all the devas. But you know, it's in a very beautiful adjective. You find devas as Swa Kakarya Kushalaha Suraha. Suraha devas. Sarve Suraha. All these devas. What kind of people they are? Swa Kakarya. Swakarya, so it's spelling that. They are very selfish. Kushalaha. They are very happy to get things what they want. Basically, they are selfish people. They are also selfish people for their own goal. So for that reason, so he is giving you the thing. So the devas are coming there because they have an interior motive, ulterior motive. What they are doing? Kata Sudham Prayachasva. Okay, Sudham Imam. So they are giving this Sudham Imam. You take the last Imam Sudham. This Amritam, take this Amritam that I am giving you in the pot, Grihitva, take it. Take it. And then Kata Sudham, this Amritam of Kata, this Bhagavatam of Amritam, Prayachasva. Give it to me. No, they are making me trade, right? So the trade is ulterior motive because they are selfish people. They come with this pot of Amritam and say, take this Amritam, in return, give me your Kathamritam. Basically, they're saying, okay, they're giving to Shugacharya means what it means. It means give it to Parikshit. Parikshit is the one who is going to die. So Amritam is supposed to keep your lifespan longer. You know, we say Amritam is immortality. It's not immortality. It is immortality related to the time of human life. It is, all things are mortal, but it is a long time. Still the end. So they are trying to trade this part. Now, this is pretty crafty. So what is Shuga going to do for this? Evam vinimaye jate Sudha Rajnya Prabhiyatam Prapasyamo Vayam Sharve Shrimad Bhagavatamritam. So they are still explaining this. Okay, why do you want to exchange it? Evam, this way, Vinimaya means Vyabharam. If you do the exchange, if you do exchange like this, what happened? Vinimaya Jate. If you do this, Jate means if it happens. So if you do exchange like this, Sudha, this Sudha Amritam, this kind of pot, the Amritam I bring in the pot, this Rajya means Raja. The Raja, Prapiyatam, let him drink it. You know, he's saying, Brahma Rishi, I save your time. Don't waste time telling him. I give the Amritam, let him drink it. Vayam Sarve, we all, what do we do? Shrimad Bhagavatamritam Prapasyama. How clever. So I give this pot of gold, give it to Parikshit, let him live happily, rule for a lot more years. We will drink this Bhagavatam. That means, please teach us. Basically, they're coming there, they're coming with a bribe to the teacher and say, teach me how to do it. Now, would you accept that? Would you give that to him? So Sugar is thinking in his mind. This is what Sudha is. Kwa Sudha, kwa Katha, Loke kwa, Kachara kwa, Manir Mahan. Brahmaratho Vicharyaiva, Tata Devan, Jahasaha. The choir prefix is what? Where? Kind of an inferior where? Vasudha. Where is this Amritam? Where is this Deva Amritam? Kvakata. Where is this Bhagavata Amritam? So he's thinking, what is this Deva Amritam? What is it? What is it? How can you compare it with the Bhagavata Amritam? So he says, Loke kwa. In this world, Kachaka. Kachaka means this, sometimes girls wear this artificial gems, pasimani. They call it pasi in Tamil. I don't know what you say in English. So kind of a synthetic jewels. So how can that be the precious stone? You cannot. Kwa manir. So Kachaka is the artificial stone. Money is the precious stone. Okay. So how can in this world, how can you compare the artificial stone with the diamond? It's not. So thinking like this, so it is Sudra is telling, sugar might have thought like this. So he is giving adjective to sugar. Brahmaradho. Brahmaradha, he says, see, I think Brahmaradho is a very interesting place. So you can say it as a Brahma Vishayakam Ratam. So the word, the Ra is a Dhatu, which means to give, to donate, to contribute. So you can say Brahma Rato to say Brahma Vishayakam Ratam. That means to whom the Brahma Jnanam has been given. So you can say that Suga Brahman has attained Brahma Jnanam from Ishvara. Because he was Ishvara's son. Ishvara is the one who made, Ishvara is giving this, you remember the story I told you? Ishvara was teaching to Parvati the Brahma Jnanam. A parrot listened to it, and then therefore it come into the curse, into the womb of Vyasa's wife, and then like the story. So therefore it is Brahma Jnanam is given. So you can take that way. See, this is giving assurance, if somebody is teaching you something, has he got that knowledge to give me? So that's what he is qualifying. Brahma Vishayakam Radha. Or you can say Brahmen Radha. Brahmen Radha means, here you take Brahman as a Brahman or a Krishna, Parabrahman, Narayana. Radha means a child. So, or you can take sugar to be the child of Krishna himself, Parabrahman himself. So you can take that way. Or you can say Brahmajnanam ena Radha, or one who gives the Brahmajnanam. See, you can take, okay, we don't need to dwell on it today, but I'm just saying how you can unravel so many things, Please don't ever think that, I'm giving a complete picture. I'm only touching the surface of it. Every patham, that's why it's samritam. So Sukar is therefore a Brahmajnani. The Brahmajnanam is given by Parameshwara. Shukar himself is a child of the Brahman, therefore it inherits all the Brahmajnana. Or Shukar is a Parama Guru who is giving Brahmajnana. So what he does, Tada, at the time, Devik Jahasaha. Jahasa, you can say again so many words. Hasa means happened. Itihasam. Itihasam means thus happened, history. Here you can also say Jahasa means laughed. No, what is this? These guys are coming and giving me a pot of some sweet liquid, and they are this Jivamritam. How can they get it? So he's thinking like this, he's laughing. Then, therefore he says, Abhaktastamcha Vijnaya Nathausa Kathamrita. Shrimad Bhagavati Varta Shuranamabi Durlabha. So Abhaktanu Tanu. You take the first phrase, you can take it as Abhaktanu Tanu. Bhaktana means one who is Bhakti. I know just now we talked about Ramakrishna saying Bhagavatam, Bhagavata, Bhagavadaha, Bhagavan. So Bhakti is what is the umbilical cord. Remember, Bhakti is not the Bhakti that you and I are delivering sometime when you go to the temple. That's a Kamika Bhakti. Bhakti is where you become one with Bhagavan by surrendering yourself into it. When you surrender, you don't have anything else. In fact, there is one great Mani, I think we'll see in the story of Jataparada later. You can't even surrender to God anymore. You know why? Because the first time he surrendered, he has given himself. There's nothing to give him. How can he? I know I can't do second namaskaram anymore because in first namaskaram, I don't own anything. I've given away. That kind of a bhakti. After that, he does not pray to God because he's not existing anymore. Like Bhagavan Ramana was, he's a Pragyan. He doesn't have the body. He doesn't have the mind. Because he's burnt it in the Jnana Agni. So we have to be very careful, when they don't worship God. Sometimes they don't even write the Thiruman, they don't write the Vibhuti sometimes. They don't do Sandhya Vandanams. So Guru is like that. Can I do? No, they are Jivan Muktas. They are like that. So here, therefore, Bhakti, you should always take that Bhakti, But of course, this Bhakti, we start from the first principle. So when I have leg pain, we take a Panadol in the mouth. Oh God, Ganesha, please take me. I'll come and put a coconut. No problem. You do that. But some stage, it has to develop, and then say, my Bhakti is that I know you, that you are in me. I am you. That Bhakti. But if that Bhakti is not there, Abhaktano, Tano, those kind of people. Vijnaya Katamrutam. Here, what he is meaning there, I think he's using a very harsh word. He's basically telling these devas who come with this corruption in their mind, they are Abhaktano. They are devotionless people. They try to find a shortcut. By knowing them thus. Vijnaya. Having known that these guys are not really deserving people, because they don't have the dedication. Again, it is not, no, they do worship Mahavishnu, they do penance and get boons, but he is not including this as Bhakta. Because here Bhakti is Advaita Anubhuti. You need to have that desire. Therefore, Nadadadu. So he's not giving. What he is not giving? Katamrita. Saha, that's sugar, did not give. Shrimad Bhagavati Varta. Shrimad Bhagavati is basically this Shrimad Bhagavatam. The wonderful Shrimad Bhagavatam Varta, this words of who? Sugas Bhashyam. Shuranam api durlabha. Durlabha. It means, durlabha means rare to get, difficult to get, impossible to get, out of the reach. Suranam api. The api is a very important conjugation here. That means even the devas are not able to get Bhagavatamritam. That means I do punyams, I do a lot of good deeds, I get punyam, I go to Devalokas, you are become a deva. No good, because you will not get Bhagavatam. But I am in this world, I am in this earth, I am a sinner, half sinner. I am getting Bhagavatam. I get an opportunity to listen to Bhagavatam. Purva Janma Punyana. So I am getting a better path than devas, because it is not Durlabham anymore. I am getting it Swalabham. There are preachers, tutors, and lecturers giving thing. So he is giving. So I would rather give it to those people who are devoted and asking for it than to these Suranams. So then he says, no, he's not stopping there. It's kind of an allegory. He's giving you little stories and stories to bring this Mahatmyam into the picture. He says, Ragyo moksham tada vikshe pura dhatapi vismitaha satkiloke tulam badrutva adolaya sada nanya. Okay. Ragya, this king is Parikshit, moksha. So, he's giving in one nutshell. So after listening to Shukar, the Bhagavata is finished, Saptakam is done. Parikshit attained moksham, immortality, liberation. Tata viksha. Viksha means known, by knowing. Tata viksha, having known like that. Known like that what? Like the Parikshit attained moksham. Pura means once upon a time. Data api. There's a typo there. Data api, not dadapti, dadapi. Vismitaha. So here, Data is Brahmadeva, not Brahma. So now he is going one step above the Devas. Having learned that the Parikshit has attained liberation, Vaikuntham, by listening to the Bhagavatam, once upon a time, even the Brahma, Api Brahma, Vismitaha, wondered. Where? In Satyaloke. So after wondering, he was curious. Brahma is always curious. The day he was born, he said, Kasya, who am I? What am I supposed to do? He is very curious to know things and do things. So what he did was, Tulam Badva. Badva means tie up. He tied a tulam. He put a balance. Like in order to Guruvayur, there is a tulam. It's a weighing machine. He put a weighing machine. Sadhananim ajaha adolagat. So you split it like that. Sadhananim, it's Bhagavachanam. So you took the sadhanas. What sadhanas? What is the sadhanai that Parikshit attained? Sadhyam is moksham. So Parikshit attained moksham. The sadhana for moksham is Bhagavata Shravanam. Therefore, he took the Bhagavata Shravanam as one thing to measure against what? Sadhanani. All other things. That means you put Vedas, Vedantas, Karma Yogas, Patanjali Yogas, whichever tells you this way you can go to Mukti. They do take you to Mukti. They're not lying. They're not hyperbole. But he wants to see which one is better. This again, I said, allegory. It's basically for you to imagine. It's not that literally he's taking this thing. It's not by weight, mass. It's about what is better. But it is obviously the better thing was Bhagavatam. So he says Bhagavatam is better. So even the Brahma learned. So it is giving you therefore a glory that Durlabham for Devas, Vishmayam for Brahma, but you, a Bhakta, a devotee who is willing to surrender, you got a great opportunity to do it. Lagun anyani jatani Gauravena itam mahat Tadarushi Ganaha sarve Vismayam paramam yuhu. Let me see what's the time. Okay, I got 5 more minutes. I probably have finished with this. How do you see that? Okay. Lagun yani, you can take it. Anyani. Anyani means other ways. Anya way. Lagun jatani. Anyani lagun jatani. It means all other words. When you look at the balance now, in this side I put everything else. Anyani. Anyani means everything anyam to Bhagavatam. Other than Bhagavatam, everything I put in there. Jatani, they become How? Laguhu. They become light. That means they go up. They're not just a figurative way. Why it gone up? Why someone is stronger? Gauravena. So he's now saying it's not. I'm not comparing the weight by gross weight in the paper or in which it is written. Gauravena. Gaurava means the glory. You can also take, the two. This again, I say, the guru. The word guru means teacher. Guru also means weight. Guru means weight. How much it is? 3 kilograms is the weight, guru. Gaur, if you take Gaurasya, means it's very auspicious. So in the auspiciousness, in the weight, everything, what is more heavy, what is heavier is this Bhagavata. So, Raghavena, Idam Mahat. So, Idam Mahat, this Bhagavatam is great. So Brahma is convinced Bhagavatam is a great. That's what it is. Because Brahma knows it. He is just showing it to others to know it. Because who taught Bhagavatam first? Bhagavatam was taught to Brahma by Bhagavan. So, Tada, when he was doing this, what's happening? Tada Rishigana Sarve. Who are the Rishigana? Brahma is always surrounded by Rishis. Because in Brahma, Satyalokam, Vedam is always Adhyanam. Mata Saraswati is listening to it. Everybody is doing Adhyanam in front of Brahma. Brahma is a guru. Everybody is Adhyanam. Vedam always happening. Rishi is always there. In fact, there is just for Rasam, I'm telling, when he was reciting like this, Durvasa once reciting wrongly. One padam was mispronounced. And Mata Saraswati laughed. And Rishi got very angry. And then Durvasa, and he just takes Saba. So he even tells Mata Saraswati, you laughed at me instead of correcting me. You insulted me. Therefore, you will you'll be insulted on the earth. Of course, Mother is always compassionate. He said, okay, child, I will do that. Then she comes as Ubhaya Bharati, married to Mandana Mishra, who lost his battle debate with Bhagavan Shankara. And Ubhaya Bharati becomes the judge of this, and Ubhaya Bharati argues with Bhagavan Shankara, and story goes like that. So therefore, all the Rishi Ganas, the Rishi Ganas who were, remember, I was telling you this, Shaunakadi Rishis were coming from Brahmalok because they were listening there. And Brahma did this one, that's why they got curiosity. What is this sadhanam? That we are doing all this, Bhashyam for Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, do Vedanta thing. But there is a easiest way. So those rishis were there. Tada Rishi Ganas, rishis and Ganas. So rishis are those who bless, Ganas are those one who are the servants, servitudes to the God. Sarve, everybody. Vismayam Param. Vismayam means, Param means esoteric, very supreme. Vismayam, wonderment, awe-inspiring. Yahu means they attained, they reached. So you can see here, basically, the rishis have been witnessing in front of Brahma that this Bhagavatam is a great essence. That's the reason why they came down to earth, come to Naimisharanyam and asking for Sudha. So I think I'll probably close it here just some time. I want to go a little bit faster, but I took it so much time. So let's take it next class. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya. Tamashoma Jyotirgamaya. Mrityoma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Tat Sat.
Thank you, Raja. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.